So when we were considering the STEM grant, we looked at woodworking because so much of the Montessori philosophy is around real experiences with children. And the woodworking was a wonderful way for them to be able to use that approach with these materials to explore STEM concepts. And the enthusiasm is really high. It's high for the teachers who are thinking about new ways to bring those concepts into the room and introduce it through these woodworking materials. And enthusiasm with the children as well, who get to explore, and that's a choice they get to make during the day. And so once they start with it, they want to just keep going.
We were really excited when the opportunity came up to have woodworking tools be part of our classroom. There's so much that we do in terms of mathematics, measurement, reading and following directions, lessons in botany. So right now we have this great set of tools, and we have a lot of lessons to give just on how to use those tools. And so we're wanting to keep safety a priority as we're teaching things like using a handsaw, using a hand-powered drill, using a hammer and pounding nails. Follow on that we'll do with a lot of those other lessons is to go out into our environment. And so if we teach a lesson on angles and what is a right angle, one of the very first things that we'll do once we've introduced that concept is to go out into our classroom environment and look around and identify where are all the right angles that we can find. And then from there we can introduce, okay, what's an obtuse angle, what's an acute angle, and so you can start that comparison.
This is an ongoing project. This isn't going to go away after a year. So these materials will last us for years and years to come, and these skills will last years and years to come because it's starting with our 3-year-olds now, and it's going to work its way all the way through the school and up into the 6th grade. Those children will be so well practiced.
Last year, we were trying to figure out the best way to deliver up-to-date, best practice, STEM, hands-on technology content to our students, but in a way that was going to promote 21st century thinking capabilities, design thinking, and just the ability to collaborate and interact with one another in different ways.
One of the things that kind of surprised us about the MISF grant was that the excitement started to ripple through our community about what we were doing here.
The name of our project is the Innovation Lab, and so you can't have a static curriculum with an Innovation Lab.
I want the kids to start getting familiar with some coding concepts, and so we'll make use of code.org. And then we move on to these fun robots called B-Bots. These are cool things that it's primarily used by the kindergartner through 2nd grade. And it's this little robot. You can punch instructions onto the top of it, and then it will execute the code that you give it. So we'll give kids little objectives to have the B-Bot move from here to there, things like that. And sometimes we'll put obstacles down. And then for the older kids, we'll then continue to these really fun robots called Spheros. And you pair a Sphero with an iPad or an iPhone or mobile device, and you can write these scripts for it that very much look like what they've already been doing on code.org. So what I love about this is they take these screen concepts and then are able to actualize them onto these robots, and they're able to write a program and tell it to execute, and they see the robot go along a path. The way in which it really takes off is when they're working with a team. Because we all make mistakes. I tell the kids, this is a mistake room. This is where we find mistakes. But the fun thing is that when you're on a team, mistakes aren't that big of a deal because you can quickly fix it and recover and learn from it and move from there. So yeah, teamwork is absolutely essential to this room.
We wanted to give our kids a chance to do something hands-on and be able to apply their technology. So the idea of 3D printers was kind of a gift, and we've got just a top-notch teacher in Mr. Kopinski. So this gives kids a chance not to take it from a kit, but actually to take bits and pieces and put it together so kids get to use their creativity and imagination in the process.
So 3D printing is a technology that's emerging in industry today, and I think it's something that's really valuable for students to be able to learn to create and to design images or design objects and then see the fruits of their creativity actually and hold it in their hands. So the first semester we had 13 kids sign up for the course, and they were, bless their hearts, they were guinea pigs, and we ran through a lot of different troubles with them. And then this semester we have 20 students in the class. So we're hopefully going to continue to see it grow and see a lot of different students interested in 3D printing and engineering in general. With the 3D printing, they can create anything. They take inspiration from all sorts of objects that they see and all sorts of problems they see in the world today. And they can say, oh, I can design something and I can try to solve that problem. In terms of curriculum, what we're going to do here is next year we're introducing a computer programming course that will also allow students to continue to solve problems in a different way. The following year I hope to propose another course in where students will be able to use 3D printers, the laser cutter, CNC router to even expand their capabilities more to solve problems in the real world.
I've looked into some majors concerning this, especially me going into aerospace. It's going to have a huge industry with 3D printing, also with CAD, because a lot of these parts you have to design with CAD programs, which I've had the benefit of working with since freshman year due to robotics. But it's huge because the experience you get is really second to none. You don't get that anywhere else, especially not in a high school career.
MISF gave us the gift and the impetus to get this from an idea into an actual class and get it rolling. So we are certainly grateful to you for stepping forward with that.